Hey everybody, I'm Invisiblekatana, and I'm doing this video because yesterday I played the updated version, I guess the Twilight version of the Resident Evil 7 demo, which is now free to everyone because it was still PS Plus members only could play the demo, but now that they've done the update, everyone gets to play the demo, which I think is really good because there are a ton of people out there who still kind of hate on the game, even though it's pretty freaking amazing from what I've been seeing, especially with the latest trailer. And I wanted to do this because I went through the demo and I wasn't expecting there to be a part 3. So, I guess this is slight spoilers if you really care about the demo. Like, there's really nothing to the demo. There's not much that you're really going to see. It's just an interesting experience. And it won't give away anything in the game because technically this demo doesn't exist within the actual game. It's just like a prologue. So, that's pretty much it. But when the demo got, the update, it was like that, they released the new trailer and then they released the updated version of the demo as well. I thought it was really cool. I was like, alright, we're going to get this update. I knew it was going to happen because when the first demo ended, they had, signed up for the ambassador program and stuff. I signed up for that immediately because I already have, a Resident Evil account with them anyway. So I was like, screw it, I'll just sign up for all Resident Evil stuff. And they sent out an email a while back. This was way before the trailer and the update came out. But they said there will be more coming for the dummy finger and stuff. So it's like, alright, there's going to be a second part to this demo. There's going to be something else that we can look forward to. And so it finally comes out and we don't get that much extra. And I was a little disappointed by that. I still enjoyed it because I didn't know what was going to be changing. So it was actually still kind of creepy to play through it again because I was like, I don't know what's going to change. Because they did change certain visual stuff in there. Like, they changed the picture over the fireplace because now, in the initial demo, it was like, alright, we have the mother and the father. And we knew that there was a girl in there because of, the initial images, it was just like a younger woman. You could tell it wasn't the mother, it was a girl. So it was like, alright, they have the mother and the father over the fireplace. Very simple. And then when they released the trailer, when they did the update for the demo, they changed the picture over the fireplace and it reflects all 4 of the family members because now we know for a fact that it's the mother, the father, the daughter from the initial trailer, the girl that shows up in the images. And then it's revealed in this demo that there's a son as well. They technically talk about that in the demo itself, so technically we knew that there was a son, but we actually get to see the character. And it's these are the 4 members of this family. So we have the mother, the father, the son, and the daughter. So I thought that was really cool. That was a minor little thing. They did some other little visual stuff, and then of course they added the new segment to the attic, which I thought was really cool. That was the best part about it because you get this entirely new, portion of the demo. And not only is there another way out of the house, but there is an actual object, it's called the celluloid object, but it's the hand that goes to the dummy finger. And then there's a little clue that talks about there are 5 murders that are unknown and there's no hand to point to the gravestones or something like that. That's really close to what it is. There's some words in there I missed, but it was really cool. And I was like, I love this and I can't wait to see where we get to go. And then that was it. And I went there and I found the objects and we get the basement key, which unfortunately you can't actually get to the basement, which really sucked. I thought for sure there's going to be more than just the little, upstairs section. But it was really cool. I did enjoy seeing that new section. They showed some really cool stuff that has me very excited for the 3rd part of this demo whenever it comes out. I'm assuming it's going to be sooner rather than later because the game comes out in January. But I was so freaking excited going into this. And they have, you can pick up handgun ammo and stuff like that. And I was super excited. I thought we were actually going to get to fight something. And then it's like, nope, that's pretty much it. We added in the hand for the dummy finger. We added in another way to get out of the house with the sort of attic window. And then we added in, the 2 little handgun ammo boxes and the basement key. But you can't really do anything with it. So, of course, we have to wait until part 3. The phone call was different in the demo as well, where it's there's all doors can be opened, otherwise, why would they be doors? But some doors have to remain closed for now. So, of course, we're going to be getting part 3, to the demo, and I would assume there are 2 doors currently that you can't go into in this demo, and it's the door that you couldn't go into initially, which is the brown door, and then there's another door when you go into the broken section, to the right, there's another door and it's completely locked, so you can't go through it. So I'm guessing in part 3 of this demo, we're going to be able to go through both doors. They might unlock the one that's in the attic, and then the basement key, I would assume, is going to finally open up the door to the basement. And what I'm excited for is hopefully some combat. I think we're actually going to get to do some combat in the third part of this demo. And that's the big thing. That's what I'm looking forward to the most. We finally got to see a tiny bit of that in the most recent trailer, where we get to see the main character actually shoot the gun, which I thought was cool. It was only like a split second, but the main character does at least actually shoot the gun. We actually get to see a little bit of the combat there. And they put the handgun bullets in this second portion of the demo. So I'm hoping that the third update is going to end up being, we find an actual gun somewhere and we get to use these bullets and actually fight against someone. And we may or may not be able to kill them based on what I saw from the most recent trailer, but we'd at least get to see that combat. We'd actually get to hold a gun inside the demo of this, new Resident Evil, and just have fun with it. Actually shoot the gun and maybe shoot the mannequins or whatever you want to shoot. So that's one of the things I'm expecting, and I also assume that there won't be a fourth part to the demo just because the game is coming out so soon. I would like to think. Also, like the ending title card, I believe says like the path is near or something like that. So maybe they'll do 4 parts for this demo, which would be very interesting. But I feel like the third part might be the end. It does seem like at the same time it would be adding a lot of stuff for the next part to be the end of the demo. So maybe we will actually be getting 4 parts. It's really hard to tell because they didn't really add much in this, and they did a whole update. They changed the picture and changed some images for the door, like it looks kind of gross, and that's really it. And they added the new segment and some new items, but that's really it. They didn't add really anything else. There's no new way to even end it because you can't go through that window. You can't find a key to unlock that window. Like there's nothing. That's not an exit for the demo. It's still the phone call, or you go through the front door or the back door of the house, and that's still the ending to the demo. It still ends the exact same way. So I'm not 100% sure what to truly expect from this next one, but I like to think that we will be getting to use an actual gun. And if we don't get to use a gun, I feel like we'll at least get to use the axe that's in the demo. Like that would be cool because at this point, all we've been able to do is destroy boxes and mannequins, and it's in there. It's in there to kind of just show off, hey, we have combat. You can hold an axe. It's not, it's not Outlast and PT. You actually do fight back because it's Resident Evil. It's just whether or not you can survive. If fighting back really does anything, that's kind of the question. And it always has been for Resident Evil. It's like, can you fight back? And do you have enough ammo to fight back long enough, to actually do some damage? So that's what I think we're going to be getting. I would like to think we're going to get combat in some form. If we don't get the gun, I think we will at least be able to use the axe, which I would love both, of course. I would personally love both. But I do think we'll at least get to use the axe in some form of actual combat in the third or second update, but the third version of the demo. And and this is why I think we might actually get 4 parts. I don't know if they're gonna solve like this whole little mystery that they made for this prologue, because they did the whole thing where it's we have the dummy finger and now we have like the mannequin hand, and the hand clearly goes to something else. Like I think it's gonna be like an actual Resident Evil style puzzle where you have to like maybe find some of the extra fingers, or figure out how long the fingers should be. Like you have to take like the first knuckle off the middle finger, little stuff like that, and then like place it into an imprint, and then it unlocks the door, or something like that. So I feel like that's what's gonna happen in the third part of the demo as well. We'll get an actual full-on puzzle for the game, which I think would be really cool, because at this point the puzzle really revolves around looking in weird places. That's kind of the puzzle of the game at this point, to kind of find some of the items. But I don't know. I'm hoping that the third part is the last demo, and mostly the reason I hope that is because if it is going to be the last one, then that means we're going to get to see kind of everything that I'm hoping for. We get to experience the combat before the game comes out, and I feel like that's a given. But that's one of those things where it's like, if they only added this one section and changed the picture and how the door looks, they could easily spread this out to 2 more updates. And it's like, all right, so we have this, and now that you have the basement key, the update, version 3 of the demo, we finally get to go down the stairs, and maybe we get to find a separate key, and maybe that key leads to the upstairs window, and that's a new way, a new way to actually end the demo off. But you can't use that key to unlock like a different door or something like that. So I feel like it could easily stretch into 4 parts, and then the fourth update or the fourth version will finally be where we get to experience true combat in the the new style. But it's kind of hard to tell with what little that they added to this update. I feel like they could easily stretch it out, but the game comes out so soon. I think if that were the case, it would be like, it's September now. My guess is that the third update will be in November, and I could easily be wrong, but there's going to be another part before the year is over. So it's either going to be next month. It's October, November, and December. That's really it. It's not going to, they aren't going to do another update within this month. So they have 3 months to do it. So they could either do, late October and do it like that, like, oh, here's our third update, and then maybe wait and do early December for the final update. And then it's like, all right, game comes out next month. Enjoy. So I don't know what they're planning. My guess is that we'll get a final update. It'll be November. So that'll be it. We'll have October is the empty space. November we get the new update. December's empty space, and then that next month, we get the actual full game on the January 24th, I believe. So that's my guess. We're gonna get combat. We're gonna actually get the final answer to what the heck the freaking dummy finger does. Because even though we've put it on a little mannequin hand, still haven't really gotten much of an answer. It's gonna lead to 5 gravestones, or at least 5 people that were murdered, and that's really about it. So there's still not much there. I don't know, maybe the 5 gravestones or the 5 dead people refer to the family itself, because for those of you who may not have seen the trailer, I highly recommend checking it out. But with it being a trailer, I don't think it really matters if I really spoil it. But of course, there's the mother, the father, and the son. We don't actually see the daughter in this trailer. Like, she's not at the table, which brings up a huge question. It made me very curious. Like, why isn't she at the table with them? What's her deal that makes her so distant from these crazy people? So we have the mother, the father, and the son. But then there's also a grandmother who, I don't know if she's dead or not, but she was like unconscious. At least she looked that way in the chair. So maybe the 5 murders actually refer to their entire family, including the grandmother, or it's just 5 random people that these crazy people decided to just kill and maybe eat or something. Who knows? But I'm excited to see what we get from the next update of the demo. Of course, I definitely want to know what you guys think we're going to be seeing from this third update. If you guys think it'll be a 4th update, I would love to know, what your theories are as far as how they'll split it up. Like I said, for me, I feel like with the way they added, expanded this demo in such a minimal way, but it was still really cool because it's like, oh, there's this new segment. I don't know what, if anything's going to jump out at me in this new area. But it ended up being very minimal. And then part three could easily just be the one door opens up, and then part 4 they finally let us go into the basement, and maybe that's where we do the combat, or something like that. They could just be like, all right, we did an update, and you can only go in this door, and that's the whole update to the demo. But like I said, I want to know what you guys think we're going to be getting in the third version of this demo. If you think the third version will be the final version, if you think we'll be getting a 4th version, want to know what you guys think about it. So please comment below. It's kind of hard to tell. I'm excited for it either way. I'm really excited for this game. I personally love Resident Evil. I think, despite the first-person thing, I'm still super excited for this game. Having played the demo, all my issues about it were like instantly squashed. Back when they first released the demo during E3. So I don't care how they do it. I know I'm getting that game on day 1. I'm getting Resident Evil 7, plain and simple. But I would love to know how you guys think this kind of journey through this demo is going to play out. So, like I said, please comment below, let me know. And, of course, thanks for watching.